My name is Edward, middle initial C, last name Collins, C-O-L-L-I-N-S. The highest rate that I held aboard the USS Okanogan and in the Navy was boiler technician, 3rd class. When we were making the invasion, we had 1,500 Marines, and as I recall, most of the Marines were reservists or recalled from the Minneapolis, St. Paul area. And a lot more still being trained aboard our ship when we were underway to Korea. When we made the landings at Inchon, and you have to understand how an amphibious landing is conducted, but the landings the boats would go in the water. I was a boat engineer. Each boat had 3 men, a coxswain, a bow hook, and an engineer. And the engineer was the guy that dropped the ramp when he hit the beach, and that was my job, and to keep the motor running. There were 8 boats abreast, and when the boat officer would line you up, it reminded me of a horse race, of a harness race, when they would line everybody up, and then when the boat officers would say, flank speed ahead, I believe a battle run is 10 miles, and those 8 boats are going straight in, there's no turning back, and you go in and you hit the beach. Now, we hit Korea. Wamido Island was the first to fall. It fell in 1 hour and 45 minutes. We hit Inchon, and I hit a beach, but some of them hit a wall. They had scaling ladders. The Marines went up the scaling ladders. And I can't think of the Marine colonel's name. It was not Chesty Puller. It was a Marine by the name of Ray something or other, and he was awarded the Medal of Honor because the Marines that we landed at Inchon are the ones that ended up at the Chosin Reservoir, which is now called the Frozen Chosin. And it was cold. It was cold up there. For some unknown reason, I was not scared. Everybody else says they were. Maybe I'm not too smart, but I was not scared. We landed the troops at Inchon. I made 3 landings that day, went back, got 36 more Marines, but the 3rd time was a cargo wave, and we're taking cargoes. Everybody sees an invasion as men landing at the beach, which is just the beginning. But an invasion goes deeper than that. It goes into cargo and trucks and vehicles and everything else. And then the bigger ships follow you, and the LCVP boats and the LST boats go in, and until the beach is secured, and then the troops move inland. You're doing, an LCVP boat will do wide open about 10 knots, flank speed. And when you're going flank speed ahead, you're so busy controlling the engine, controlling that boat, and you got to remember, if you look at an LCVP boat, the ramp is a little bit higher than the rest of the boat, and you can't see much, and all of a sudden, as you're coming into the beach, it's the boat engineer's job, and that was my job, to get on your hands and knees and operate the winch, and you can feel, as you're going on the beach, you can feel the sand coming up underneath the gunnels of the boat, and when the sand comes to you, or the feeling of the sand comes to you, you drop the ramp. I used to like to say, John Wayne runs out and wins the war, but he wasn't there. All the fire that we had was by our ships, our cruisers and destroyers was going over our heads. So if there was any coming towards us, I never saw any. A lot of noise, an awful lot of noise. But you're so busy with your duties in that boat that you really don't have time to observe a lot of stuff, a lot of the other stuff. You're just busy doing what you're supposed to, what you were trained to do.